What's going on, people? We're drafting 150 battle royales this morning. I think we're going to do 10 at a time and see what happens. How's everyone doing today? GM. If I knew how to put on music, I would totally do that. But unfortunately, I don't know how to do that. I sure hope not. I sure hope it's not Derrick Henry week. I think it's late running back week. But we'll see what happens. I would love a Swift week. That would be nice. What's his ADP? 35.5. Yeah, it's a smash. Brian's not here. He's only a grinder during the week. He's not a weekend grinder, unfortunately. This is definitely true. I think Brian has some better dog bowl teams than me, though, to be honest. Unfortunate. I don't really. I wish. I don't know. Easy has I'm on Rob below McBride. I think that's probably wrong. I'll mix that up. I think doing 10 at a time might get a little sketchy. GM still has 145 left. I don't know. Bates watched the Stars in Calgary last night. I do think it's a naked quarterback week, though. It's my strongest take. How many receiving yards does Isaiah Hodgins get today? Go with 35. Oh yeah, this is the nuts. Trey McBride, I'm on Raw Start. That's the way. That's what we need. What's his line? Also, the smart people are telling me not to click Josh Jacobs, but this looks so tempting. Although his ADP is rising, so I don't know. Oh, that's way too low. Way too low. What are we doing? Books are asleep at the wheel. Man, I just think it's naked Mahomes week. It just feels right. Jameson Williams' projection is too low, by the way. That's an easy one. Brock Bowers is a tough click to me. It's a tough click. I feel like I'm going to end up with like 40% Drake May, which doesn't feel good. Get off the tracks. Don't know what that means, unfortunately. I really don't like Bowers, but it's tough. All right, 10 at a time might be a little much. Might be a little much, but we're doing it. Yeah, just click the highest projected player. I don't even have the solver score on, so shout out to me making my own decisions. I mean, do I want to click Emmanuel Wilson with Jacobs probably in? Maybe in? Not probably. Do a little bit. Just feels scary. It does feel like a naked quarterback week. I don't really like stacking JSN and Darnold. Feels a little bit thin. Although I will do the Detroit double anytime I get that. That's for sure. Can't draft Wandale. No ceiling. The Manny Wilson click is so tough. I don't know if I can do it. Do Jalen Warren instead. Everyone's out on Kyle Pitts. No one wants him. We'll do Manny. Mix him in every once in a while. Dobbs and log off. My Quan hasn't updated the Dobbs rank yet, so I can't do that, unfortunately. I don't hate it though. I think people don't want they don't want any of those Packers players for some reason. If there is news on Josh Jacobs, though, let me know. I'm not really checking. Yeah, they still have Golden projected in. I have so many drafts left to do. Fuck me. Does Goff ever get there naked? Maybe. Maybe. That's the answer to everything. Maybe. I really do think the play is probably if you don't get Gibbs or JT or Chase Brown, just wait. Just draft the unknown running backs. They're all projected the same. With Laporta? What do you mean? I must be missing something. Laporta is not playing. What was his injury? Back injury. He's missing the whole year with a back injury. He needs some bridges. Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's true. It is more concentrated. I don't know. He throws one touchdown to everyone. Brock Wright gets a touchdown. I think that I could maybe do 15 at a time, but I might go mute, and that wouldn't be good. See, like this, Stephon Diggs feels nice, but like I don't like the ownership on this team. I don't like it at all. Got to take Bijan ahead of JSN. Just have to. Is this going to fill early? Or am I good? If it doesn't fill early, I'll max. Oh, we're chilling. We're good. Maybe I'll do a flea flicker too at the end. We'll see. Got K-Bash draining the clock in our lobbies. Nice. That's what we love to see. I just feel like the elite quarterbacks like just take like whatever one falls and hope they get there on the ground. Yeah, let me know if one gets close to filling. I'll hop in one. Keep an eye out. It really is sad how quick Dogwell fills now. I'd love to just be jamming those right now, but it's unfortunate. The 2K to first just doesn't really move me. I definitely do think taking 2 running backs in the first 2 rounds is probably bad because you do want to try and get Chase Brown if he falls because he's kind of in the same tier as the elite guys. Let's do T. Let's do Mahomes. I bet Mahomes Kelsey is going to be way overowned. I think that's probably bad. Travion Fall. That projection feels really high, but I don't want 0. Mixing a Hurts. I don't know, man. That Travion projection, he's projected for twice as much as Ramondre. I just don't think that's right. But what do I know? Stone 0, but I'm not doing 150. Yeah. Maybe we could get the Mahomes double. I like that more than just Kelsey. Try it again. I do think it's definitely worse to wait on receiver than running back because, like, do I really want Wandale as my scroll? Not really. No ceiling. But, like, actually. Do J-Mo and Gibbs. How many do you do, Bates? All right, we're going to step it up. We're going to do 15. See how this goes. Do a little Lamar stack. I do kind of like Diggs without May because I feel like that's another one that's going to be overowned just based on their ADPs because it's so easy to get that stack. Shahid scroll in the six mans. I don't know about that one. How many snaps did he play last week? See, now this is one I can get behind. Ceiling is just crazy. I'm down for that. What does ETR have him? 5. They haven't been using him that much, so that's the problem. He did have 7 carries, though. All right, 15 may be too many. We'll see how this goes. I do think Montgomery's a good scroll, too. I just did a Lamar stack. I don't really want to do that again. I'll do that one naked. Judkins, Monty, and Charbs. Judkins and Monty, sure. I'm good on Charbs. I don't know. That just seems kind of thin. Danny Dimes and Jonathan Taylor. Nah, let's do naked Caleb. Man, I'm going to have so much fucking Kyle Pitts. What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong with that? Oh boy, we're timing out. It's not good. That's pretty good. That was his first week, right? That's more than I thought he would, honestly. Interesting. Interesting. I have to think about that one. Maybe. Let's double up on receiver here. I heard 4 Colts without. I don't know about that. Not sure about that one. See, like, this is where I wish I could just take Chase Brown instead of Pickens, but that's all right. I just feel like JSN ceiling this week is fucking insanely high. Mm-hmm. I have a lot of Gibbs and Bowers already. Try to avoid that. Oh boy, this is going too quick for me. I like T. Higgins a lot. I like him a lot this week. Let's do Pickens, Chase. Oh. About Dallas double. Try that out. Also, I'll turn off the sound, by the way, because that's really starting to annoy me. You think my brain is built for multi-tabling? This is not going well. I'm just here for the vibes. Let's do Goff and Gibbs. All right, I'll join that in a second. Join the flea flicker and take a little break from the multi-tabling once I catch up here. See, like T and Chase Brown without Flacco. I'll do one of those. I do want to avoid that. I think that's probably bad in general, but we'll see. All right, let me join. Join the flea flicker. Need 2 for the flea flicker. Mix in a Kelsey stack. Dart and Burrow out. Who will you target for swaps? I'm just gonna upload based on projection and just let God take the wheel. Whatever Mr. Mike Leone says is the best is what I'll be swapping to. Do a dig stack. I just feel like this is such a naked May week. Like I see the vision. Need 1 for the flea flicker still. Yeah, I'm not sure there's any like smash quarterback swaps. If hold on, need to focus. If Burrow was in, I would just swap to him no matter what, but he is not. All right, the flea flicker filled. We'll switch to that in a second after I finish these. God, I'm gonna have so much Kyle Pitts. I don't like that. Let's do another Goff double. Honestly, I said this earlier. As someone who's not a JMO guy, it's a JMO week. It's so obvious. It's so clear. No one on the Giants can cover him. Like, what are we doing? Can never have too much JMO this week. We'll switch to the flea flicker. It's a nice soft lobby. Although I haven't, let me upload Easy's 12-man ranks because I forgot to do that. Go here. I feel like the dog bowl would have been so fun if it was still out right now. Went harder on Detroit running back so Jamo can get the ball to the 5 and I will be happy. Yeah, I mean, I think pretty much everyone from Detroit is a good click right now, to be honest with you. So, all right. Amon-Ra or JSN. I already have a lot of JSN. I think we'll go Amon-Ra here. Zero Goff. It's a bold move. In the dog bowl or in BR? In BR, that kind of makes sense. In the dog bowl, I would be very scared. I do kind of want to wait for the Packers news, but we'll see. Hopefully we get it right. I guess it's not until 11:30, right? DBQ. Okay. That's more reasonable, but I don't love it. What do you guys think of Genty this week? He has a high projection, but a lot of the ball knowers are not into it. It also is crazy how much Derrick Henry got steamed. He was like a mid-second round pick on Monday when it opened. Chad goes Barkley. Judkins over Genty, straight up with Shadur playing quarterback. I don't know, man. I don't know. That doesn't feel great. If you want 7 points, draft Genty. Yeah. Is the Cleveland defense still good? What's the deal there? I don't know. I just feel like they know they have to feed Genty at some point. They have to. I would definitely not click Genty and Bowers in the same team though. That feels bad. Close game and both running backs will get the ball 25 times at least, maybe combined. I don't know. That seems like a lot. Barkley, JMO. That's nice. I like that. It's just so crazy because I did most of my dog bowls like Monday and Tuesday. So it's really crazy to see how much ADP changes. Like I have a bunch of 2-3 turn T. Higgins. Trayvon's still going in the first round. Feels bad. Raiders are inept at every spot. Yeah. But I don't know. They have to score. They have to. Yeah, those are my teams, Chad. I have a really nice team. I have a really nice late Chase Brown team. Let's do Olave. $25 touches for 52 yards. Definitely possible. Probably likely. Yeah, so all the elite quarterbacks go. I was hoping one would fall back, but that's all right. Olave is my biggest stand in DBQ, and Shug will be my swap quarterback because of the correlation, all or none. Honestly, I respect that. I don't think that's terrible, but especially if you have a ton of Olave. But what did they project Shug for? 14. It's a little thin. You're giving up a lot of points on D-Law, Darnold, Love. I don't know. Oh, we get Genty. Genty to fall back. Yeah, I'm trying to find my really good BR team. Yeah, I feel like this team is really good. May, Manny Wilson, Kamara, JSN, T. Higgins, Hunter Henry. That's like a Monday team only, so feels pretty good. I also have some really fucking bad teams too, so. I feel like Olave got steamed up a lot too. I think he was a 3rd or 4th round pick initially. Let's see if there's any reports on Josh Jacobs yet. Nothing that I'm seeing. I do think a disgusting swap, if Josh Jacobs is ruled out, is Bam. 71.3 ADP. I think the main swap is going to be probably Hunt. I don't think he was being drafted early in the week, so he's going to get swapped to a lot. So I think Bam is going to go unowned. Thank you for your service. Yeah, I thought Javonte would rise, and he went the opposite. I also thought Javonte was going to rise. I have a lot of him early. I don't think he's that bad at the 1-2 turn, but he definitely wasn't a good one. Thought 2 was going to miss, so I have some 1-2 turn ETN, which is terrible. Yeah, that does not feel good. What's with the Charbs? Can someone explain that to me? I think everyone's going to swap to Hunt just because he has the highest projection. Yeah. I also have a lot of Brian Thomas, so I don't know who to swap to at receiver either. Maybe let's do Parker Washington and shut up. Or Jacoby. Other than the touchdown vultures every game. Yeah, I don't know. He has to stop running hot on that. And once he stops running hot, it's over. If Seattle blows out Tennessee, Charbs with the second half carries, maybe. That feels thin. I don't know. Might be some Halani. Is he going to be active? 16 yards and a touchdown is not that great. Yeah, especially because running back is like really strong. Like late running back is really strong. Like you're getting Hunt, who's going to be the bell cow late. Like Bam Knight probably is going to get all the work, and like I don't know, taking a timeshare where you're hoping for a couple vultures feels thin. I'm also fading Michael Wilson too, but I don't know. Seattle versus Arizona. Sharps had 14 carries, 80-ish yards, and a touchdown. Yeah, that'd be okay. That's not winning you anything, but he's definitely not going to lose you the week in the last round with what is that, 15? So he also doesn't really have the potential to score like 30, which Ken Walker could. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, A1 won with like 3 from someone in his flex, so nothing matters. All right, we're coming up here. I mean, it's hard not to just take Emmanuel Wilson, but could be rough if Jacobs plays. Could just do Goff and get the stack. Let's do Goff and hope one of the good running backs falls back. I guess there's still a bunch in the same tier. What do you guys think about Tootin? Not into it with ETN in? I don't think I'm into it. After this pick, we'll hop in some more BRs and then make our last pick at some point here. I would love Emmanuel Wilson to fall. That would be nice. Yeah, I don't think I ever go. Nah. Just take Theo in the last round. Oh, yeah. Hit the like. There's Brian. That's what we're all waiting for. I like both Seattle running backs, just like Detroit this week. That's my Sharps take. Yeah, I feel like Detroit running backs are a different level, though. It's a different level than Seattle. All right, we're going to get Emmanuel Wilson in the 5th. That feels pretty good. And then after this pick, we'll go back to the chaos of 15 BRs at a time. Demont week, because I have 0 shares. That does not feel good. I would not do that. Although I only have 3. This team feels pretty good. Dak, Gentry, Demont, CeeDee Lamb, T. Higgins, Mark Andrews. I don't know why I have this up. There's no way I'm going to even check this when I'm doing 15 drafts at a time. That's the week. That'd be crazy. Brian got demoted from streamer to moderator. It's really unfortunate. I don't know what we'll do. What we'll do without him. I don't think Brian can handle doing 15 of these at once, so it's probably for the better. Although he could talk when I'm on the clock in 10 drafts and I go mute, so. If you want to come on, Brian, let me know. This is what happens when you save 150 BRs for the last day. I have 60% JSN in BR. Am I asleep at the wheel? What am I doing? I would not trust. I would not trust that. Feels bad. I don't know how I have so much JSN. See, this is when the chaos hits, when you're on the clock and fucking 100 drafts at once. Drake May week. I do have a lot of. Let's do it. Fuck it. Mix in a Bijan, although I don't feel good about that. %60 JSN feels high. I've only done like 50 of these so far, so I'm sure the RNG is helping me too, but we'll see. I wonder if people are mixing in St. Brown ahead of JSN. That's why I have so much, because I'm not really doing that. Although Easy's new ranks might have that, so check it out. Wedding stuff on a Sunday. Got to get it done before the game start. Duh. Oh, this is the flea flicker. Let's do. Oh, nice. We get Mark Andrews. That's a good team. I like that. Goff, Gentee, Wilson, St. Brown, Olave, and Mark Andrews. My favorite scroll was Josh Jacobs, but I got bullied out of it, so I am off that. I just think there's like 5 running backs who you can scroll for, and they're all good. So really, any of those are fine with me. Yeah, Chad likes Shaheed. I don't think I'm going to get there. Don't think I'm getting there. How many dog bowls? I did 32. I feel very good about like 5 of them. I feel okay about like half of them, and I feel bad about the other half. So we'll see how that goes. Let's do a naked dimes team. Probably too aggressive in the 6-person BRs. I mean, if he's drafted in like 40 teams, it's probably really good. If he's drafted in 140, it's probably bad. Yeah, me and Brian did most of our stuff on Monday and Tuesday. Are you guys doing any Dallas doubles, dog bowl, or no? I don't know what I just autoed there. Falling behind here. Not good. 6-person Myers. Yeah, I think that's a good scroll. I think that's pretty good. I would love to make it to Kansas City, but that seems very unlikely right now. I wish I did more because I got more right than wrong early in the week. So I do wish I did a little bit more, but that's all right. Yeah, sometimes I do the star method, but oh, Aaron Rodgers is out. Really? Thank you for that because I am not checking. Interesting. That makes me not want DK at all. Who's that? Mason Rudolph? Is he still the backup? But yeah, sometimes I do the star. Like if I'm really getting down to like 3 seconds on a bunch, I'll hit the star. But I want them like out of my queue so I know which ones I need to click next. So I don't know about that. Maybe plus 275. I'll take the odds. I'll take the bet on no either of us to get a seat. What about some Brock Wright? What if? Let's do one. I'll do one Brock Wright. It's hard to scroll that far for tight end when McBride's on the slate though, because like they do not have the same ceiling. Still no Josh Jacobs news, huh? What about like Xavier Worthy? Is he getting drafted? I like that. Let's do a Mahomes Worthy. Yeah, I'm gonna have so much Kyle Pitts. I autoed a 2 tight end team. That's not what you want. Not what you want. How do I save this? Tuesday. Never Pitts over Andrews. The ownership difference, though. So that's a decent bit, 35.3 versus 34.5, and they're kind of the same projection. But if you know ball, I could see it. Is Jalen Warren less interesting now that Rodgers is out? Probably, right? Seems like a bad pick now. I do want to have a lot of Emmanuel Wilson just because I think he was not being drafted in these early in the week, which is probably right, but I'll take the ownership discount if he's going to project for 14. Do a Jacoby stack. I do like Dobbs. Let's take a Judkins. Mix that in. Let's do a naked T-Law. I'm gonna have so much Pitts, unfortunately. All right, 15 more. The problem is I can't really listen to anyone right now. I'm just clicking buttons. Let me update this. You can get a better idea of what my exposures are. Yeah, it's better. 26% JSN. That's better. And no Bijan. Was Rodgers expected to play? I feel like he was. No, he was projected out. So true and hilarious. Yeah, I guess. Oh well. What are we gonna do? Let me update this one more time. Yeah, 5 more. Yeah, I do want to be overweight JSN, but I don't want to be really overweight JSN. I'm gonna start to try and look at the combos now too that I have a bunch of drafts in, but we'll see how that goes. What's DK's projection? And it's about the same with. That's crazy. That's about the same with Rogers out. Feels wrong. Yeah, a lot of people are taking Amon-Ra early. I just hope it's not a Bijan week. That would not be good. That's a good point. That really is true. Rogers plays really slow. I don't know. I just don't know if they score enough points for like anyone to be relevant. Like, is Jalen Warren really hitting a ceiling with Mason Rudolph at quarterback? I don't know. It's just hard to click Bijan over Trey McBride there when you just always get one of the three running backs. I don't know. Maybe I don't know ball. If I did high volume, let me make these picks before I read that. Let's do Rashid Rice. Mix it up a little bit. If I did high volume six man, Gibbs and McBride are the only two I'd be overweight on. Yeah, it's hard to be overweight Gibbs though because he's 101. But I guess if you drafted early, I think he was 2 before projections came out. So I guess you could, in theory, be overweight. But yeah, I get the sentiment. Bijan is a landmine this week. Many people are saying that, but Brian doesn't like him because Kirk Cousins is playing quarterback, which is fair. I'm really underweight Hurts, which feels bad. Start to mix him in a little bit more. Barkley JSN. Let me change this to first 2 picks. That's what I want. Do Lamar. Yeah, clearly everyone thinks Bijan is bad. That means he's going to smash. So Jalen Hurts and Saquon. I think I'm good. I'll probably do like 2 of those. Oh, that's nice. Chase Brown fall. I have some Bijan just because I like the game this week. I have 0 Barkley. Yeah, part of me just thinks that the models don't know that Barkley sucks now. I'm definitely not biased at all about that. Oh boy, we're on the clock in a lot of drafts right now. Sorry for going mute. All right, we're caught up. We're back. Let's do Lamar, yeah. Oh, Josh Jacobs ruled out. Let's move Manny Wilson up. Not that far. That's nice. I was clicking a lot of Manuel Wilson. Just gonna fucking jam that spot now. That's what we're waiting for. Do Olave here. Yeah, Wilson at huge. I was on the entirely on the Wilson side of that bet. That's nice. I was 50-50, I think, in dog bowls early in the week. I don't know. The smart people seem to think that Jacobs would have projected not great if he was in. Not sure how I feel about that, but even if I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a guy. Although this could be like the Darnell Mooney situation where I jammed the shit out of him and it did not go well. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just going to click him every single time. The Hurt guy must project for his normal workload. Just because he doesn't project for his normal workload doesn't mean he won't get his normal workload. Ever think about that? It's easy to say he won't get a full workload until it's actually the game and you want to win. Also, this was always part of the thesis. Now I can just swap my Jacobs teams to Emmanuel Wilson in dog bowls. Or six men's, not dog bowls. Oh boy, we're falling behind again. Maybe we'll do a Jameis Wandale team. That could be terrible. I have 0 Wilson. Oh, that's not good. It's not good at all. So I'll mix in subjections. I think he's a fine scroll, although I think people are afraid of the matchup. Not a matchup guy. Any Loveland enjoyers? I'll check what my exposures are in the dog bowl after these drafts are done. I think I have more Wilson than Jacobs, though, but I'm not sure. So Jameis Winston stack, why not? I do want to mix in some Jordan Love, Romeo Dobbs, Christian Watson stuff too. I just don't like, I don't know. I feel like May Henry is going to be really overowned. I'd rather just do it naked and hope he throws to like Booty and whoever sucks on their team. These are my dog bowl exposures. Yeah, I have 24% Wilson and 12% Jacobs. That feels pretty good. Fucking Jackson Dart. Not great. It's not great. A lot of Brian Thomas too. But yeah, I think I have a decent amount of, I don't know how much Jacobs I have. I did a bunch last night, or a bunch. I did like 10. 7.3. Yeah, apparently he's clear. I don't know. They haven't said he cleared protocol, but they said he didn't have a setback, which kind of makes me think that he could have played, which is really annoying. But oh well. What are you gonna do? The quarterback swaps aren't terrible anyway. I think Trevor Lawrence was unowned in a lot of my drafts, who I'll probably get a lot of. But we'll see. Let's do a Dobbs. I do want to do some Jordan Love stacks. I'm gonna have 100%. AJ Brown, where does he come from? That feels silly. I do like McBride and Mahomes though. Hop in some drafts bound. I'm doing 15 at a time, so all my teams suck. Let me update my exposures too. Get my combos ready to go. I'm trying to see who I have the most of. Chase Brown makes sense. Emmanuel Wilson. That feels good. That's what I like. JT at 4. I like that. Yeah, I mean, the problem is when Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson go ahead of Mahomes and he projects better, like, seems like a pretty easy jam spot. I really do think, honestly, you can make an argument for McBride to be going like 102, maybe behind Gibbs. But what do I know? But yeah, now I get to just click the 10.0 solver score and also look at the combos too. So even better. Oh, I didn't even realize you could queue from here. That's nice. Let's do Chase Brown and Pickens. Ooh, Derrick Henry, JT. That's nice. That's going to be rare. Numi, don't cancel that. I have 2 moms at 103 behind the 2 running backs. I like late. See, I like late running back. I'm kind of the opposite. Maybe I'll mix in 1 Travion with Gibbs, just in case. Just in case. Top dog bowl exposures this week: 20% Judkins, Kenneth Walker, and Jawan. Ooh, 18% Olave and Charbs. Ooh, interesting. Not sure how to feel about that one. I'm also pretty sure I'm full fading Bowers and dog bowls. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of naked May for me. Nah, I don't want to do that. Let's do Mahomes. Pivot from the chalk. I respect it. Charles, if you qualify, I won't even come close to sniffing him in cash. Yeah. I kind of want to try and get a Kansas City double, but it will not fall to me. $0 or 2 seats, yeah, or maybe even 3. And you don't even get the last one. Imagine that. See, like this is another the 2 early running backs are bad, especially now with Emmanuel Wilson opening up is like a smash. I wonder what his ownership is going to be. He's going to be the default swap, but are there any like running back swaps from earlier this week in BR? I feel like probably not. Let's do a Shaheed for Chad. Like Chase Brown and T Higgins, like is that bad? It's just that's a lot of points to give up. I'm gonna do it. Do you guys think Chase Brown and T Higgins on the same team are bad? I think it's bad. Breaking down multiple Thanksgiving slates, cranberry sauce, everything, the turkey, whatever they have. We'll be doing it. Yeah, Montgomery could just score 3 touchdowns. Like that's what people don't understand. Like he probably will. Guess I'll take AJ Brown. That just really feels so gross, to be honest. Can't do Brown and Higgins myself in the main BR smaller field. Yeah, agreed. It's hard when it drops like 3 points in projection from him and Emmanuel Wilson. What would Wilson's ADP if Josh Jacobs was out at the start of the week? Probably right next to Chase Brown, like 20. I would say. Yeah, that's where I'm taking him now. Anytime after 20, I'm easy click just because of the ownership too. Get a good discount. I guess I'm clicking a lot of Jacoby. What about like a Patriots scroll? Booty? Throw one in there. Nice JMO fall. That's good. Yeah, I'm really curious on what Emmanuel Wilson's ownership is going to end up at. I'm going to say like 60%. Let's do something weird here. do like a Jameis Theo team. Try one May double stack. See what happens. Yeah, but Jacob's ADP was like 35 mostly, and then like 33 as of this morning. So like it's really not that crazy. Yeah, Jacob's tried 5 or 10%. Yeah, that's why I said like 60. Because he's going to go in 100% of drafts now, and it's like 30% left, and I'm sure he was being mixed in earlier too. All right, I need to cool it on the Drake man. I want to do some lower owned stacks this run. That's the plan here. Let's do Parker Washington. Fuck it. I do want to mix in a bunch of Jordan Love teams right here. I think that could be the move. I have to update my ownerships too. Do that real quick. But yeah, some of the late stacks I want. Let's see. Trevor Lawrence, Jordan Love, maybe some Flacco. Daniel Jones is okay. It's just, I don't know. Now that I'm looking at it, the late stacks don't look so good. Really just Jordan Love. But yeah, we'll wait on quarterback in this one, see what happens. Does Fields have a chance to play anymore this season? I find that highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. But I've been wrong before many times, actually. I just don't see it. DJ Moore? Yeah, a lot of Chicago stack enjoyers in here. Caleb Burden for the vibes. I feel like Derrick Henry is another one. He, like projected for 17. Like, is he really scoring 17 points? I don't know. I do want to. I have a lot of McBride, so I do want to mix up those combos, mostly for him. I guess for JSN, I should too. I do think pulling up Chase Brown to be with JT teams and Gibbs teams is probably good because I'm not sure how much he's falling back, or even earlier in the week, how much maybe he fell back early in the week. I don't know. I didn't do any. See, like Drake May is just like asking for me to pick him here. I feel like, I don't know. Brock Bowers projected for 12. That feels very high. Feels very high. Big fall for Travion. I'll take him there. No problem with that. Is there any more injury news we're waiting for, or no? I think we got everything. All right, and then we'll do a Packers stack here. This one will be a Chicago. We'll do Rome. Rome and Caleb. Do one Olave Shuck. All right, I'll throw one in there. Why not? There it is. That's the Olave. I might pull up Kelsey one time and just try and get that double. Because that's one you're not going to get unless you like actually try to get it. There's the Shuck. Let's do another Packers here. Let's do Christian Watson. Too bad Jordan Love has no ceiling. Can't draft him. Do Luther Burden. Mix in some weird ones. Michael Wilson. See, like with these falling quarterbacks, like I just want to scoop that. There's a Love Watson. This will be T-Law, Jacoby. Do Goff, JMO. Yeah, let's do that. Tracy in the last round looks good. I don't know. I did that for so many weeks and it just never works. So in the dog bowl, maybe not in BRs. I don't know. Just never works. If you had the goal line roll, I'd be all for it. Do Rome Caleb here. Push the plane on that one. Oh, I forgot to stack. Oh well. Let's do Jacoby. Michael Wilson. Do Flacco here with T. Can't type. What's Tracy projecting for? Tracy projects for 10. Yeah, it's tough when there's so many guys at 35 ADP projecting for like 13 and 12. It's just hard to click, but do what you got to do. What about like I don't know, AJ Barner and Darnold? That seems bad. What about like Kirk Cousins? Kirk Cousins and Kyle Pitts. What about like a Jacoby double? Does he throw the ball 67 times again this game? What if? What was the plan for this one? Let's do a Darnold. Caleb and Burden. Burden could just catch like 2 long touchdowns, I guess. That's maybe fine. Let's do like an Alec Pierce or Pittman. Let's do Pittman instead. Change my mind. Make it T-Law. Parker Washington stacked. Let's do one Mark Andrews, Lamar. All right, 15 more. We're getting there. All right, let's update the exposures again, see what we're looking at after 100. Let's see. 1% Bijan looks good. Looks pretty good at quarterback. Don't think I'm going to do anyone else here. No thanks. Yeah, that looks good. 37%. Manny Wilson. I don't think I have any Tracy. Yeah, no. Yeah, I need some more like late scroll ball knower stacks. I want to do like 10 more weird ones. Then get back to the normal ones. Shedeur Sanders projects for 11.5. That feels too high. And Gibbs' projection just keeps going up as lock gets closer. That's so funny. Maybe Easy has new ranks too. Nope, he's fallen asleep. Hasn't updated in the past 3 hours. That's my quant. Should I mix in some Bijan? I don't think I want to. Rather be overweight as many lines as I can. Let's do McBride, CD. Don't have many of those. Nice. I'm on Rob Bijan. There you go. That's what we needed. Got to pull up Travion Henderson to the set 107 or whatever. 201. Another Bijan fall. Just jam ADP there. Amon Ra and Trey McBride start feels really good. I like that. Let's do T. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just do Drake May again. I have no McBride and T. Higgins, but it's hard to click that over Barkley. Maybe he'll fall. I do want to get some McBride and T. Higgins if I can't get a fall. So I'll keep an eye out there. Maybe let's see. Yeah, let's do the Dallas double there. Gibson, Saquon. That's nice. Just autoed something. Just auto 2. It's not good. My brain is slowing down. Dumay. Gibson Lamb. Let's do a Flacco double there. Yeah, Bowers is good. Yeah, let's do another Dak double. I have a dog bowl with both Dallas wide receivers. That's pretty good. I don't think that's really possible. You have Dak too? Because if you don't have Dak, I'm way less interested. Dak, Chase Brown, Genty, Lamb, Pickens, Andrews. Yeah, that's good. Looks good. Let's try and get Mahomes to fall with the double there. Take Trayvon when he falls. That's fine. Emmanuel Wilson every time. First draft. Yeah, that's how it goes, right? Manny Wilson still in the last round. This was Flacco. Is there a way to check what your first draft and last draft was or whatever? Like, I kind of want to see what my first few were. Nice Drake Mayfall there. That is very nice. Don't get Mahomes to fall with the double. That is unfortunate. I feel like it's in like 3 hours. I'm going to really regret having so much Genty. Autoing a lot of picks here. It's not good. We're like a tight end quarterback stack. None of those look good at all. Maybe like Brock Wright. I'll try that. I'll try one of those. Again, it just feels so hard to scroll a quarterback when there's like 5 guys who project for 20 or more. It's tough. I feel like Kyle Pitts' projection just keeps going up every time I refresh. Doing naked dimes. Darnold JSN. Top 3 swaps at running back besides Wilson for dog bowl or for 6-mans? For dog bowl, probably Kareem Hunt, number 1. Trey Benson, 2 and 3. 6-mans. Yeah, obviously Wilson. And then probably like Montgomery if he's not drafted. Genty, obviously. Jalen Warren. I think I would put Swift ahead of Warren, even though they're projected the same. One for the ownership, and two because of no Rodgers. But yeah, if you're trying to get a Genty swap in my rooms, not happening. Click them every time. See, like I kind of want to scroll on this team pretty hard. Do Parker. I just feel like he doesn't really have a ceiling either, though. Yes, man. Yeah, I probably want as much Genty as I can, but I don't know. It feels kind of gross. All right, we're almost there. 35 more. ETR projects him really high. He's like the smash of all smashes, apparently. They have him for 13.9 ahead of Javonte. I don't like in my head he's a bad play, but I have to click whatever they tell me to click. Contractually obligated to draft the highest projection. Who are you swapping at running back? Is it Jacobs? Or is there someone else that I'm missing? Yeah, Jacobs. Took lots of him. Yeah. Makes sense. There could be some Benson people maybe in Dog Bowl. I have some Benson in Dog Bowl, but not in the six mans. I still need to figure out a plan at wide receiver because I've a good amount of Brian Thomas in Dog Bowls. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Maybe I'll just let Leone tell me who to swap to. Anytime Salver suggested Wilson, I just took Jacobs instead early in the week. Yeah, that's probably good. That's probably right. Because you'll get Wilson. Because no, I don't think anyone was taking him early. Or if they were, that probably wasn't smart. In Dog Bowls, yes. Not in BR. Well, we got a friend in here. We got Mr. John Warner. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I might as well set up the whole swaps just in case. And no one really knows how swaps work, so you might get fucked anyway, to be quite honest. Ooh, JSN McBride. That is really nice. I wish I could like star this team because this is the only one I care about right now. I forgot to update. Definitely going to auto because of this. Oops. All right. Caught up again. I have a lot of Henry McBride, which feels fine, but mixing some other stuff. I like Rice and Gibbs together. That's good. I have 3 JSN McBride teams. That's nice. That's what happens when you draft early, though. You get tight ends always rise as the day goes on. But yeah, really now all I'm trying to do is just match some combos and stuff. Try to be flat in the yellow tier. All 3. That's nice. That is nice. Wasn't planned. Yeah, that's the way it goes. JT Rice and Bowers feels pretty good. All right, let's not ruin this team. Any 3 wide receiver teams for you? Yeah, but usually by accident. I'm probably like 95% 2 running backs, to be honest, but depends on the week. This feels like a week it could be fine, but also like there's so many good late running backs that it's hard to imagine it gets there. Let's do Hurts. I have enough Emmanuel Wilson. That's nice. JSNT Bowers. Do a dig stack. Olave always projects well, and now he's going to be 100% owned. Just don't think that's good. Oh, we get the Rice Mahomes double. That's nice. Been trying to get that one. I do think Dobbs is now a good scroll too, with the injury news. Really just want a Packer, honestly. Want a Packer and want a Lion. Oh, I got a 2 fucking tight end team. God damn it. AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts. I'll do one of those. I wonder how much JMO I have. I'm gonna check that. Mix in some Hurt, although I have that combo allowed too. Yeah, I'm gonna finish my last. This is it. I'm gonna finish the end off stream, but yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Don't forget Alec Pierce. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't have any of him yet. Maybe I'll finish with some of those because he projects the same as Pittman. probably has a higher ceiling, honestly, which is crazy. I just don't want to do Lamar stacked with Mark Andrews. That feels really overowned, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, same projection as Pittman, which feels crazy, but they know better than I do. Maybe we'll do Dimes and Pierce stack. Although I feel like if Pierce gets there, maybe Daniel Jones really doesn't. Do Jacoby. Man, this team fucking stinks. All right, everyone, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for tuning in. Going to finish the rest of these off stream. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Good luck.